In our fast-paced modern world, eating has often been reduced to a utilitarian activity, something to be done quickly, efficiently, and sometimes even while multitasking. This approach not only diminishes the pleasure of eating, but disconnects us from the profound ritual that nourishment can and should be. Throughout human history and across culture, food has been central to our most meaningful rituals and connections. Food has always been more than mere sustenance. It has been a vehicle for connection, gratitude, and presence. By reclaiming the ritual aspect of nourishment, you can transform ordinary meals into powerful acts of self-care and mindfulness. I think it's really sad that we have come to this point in our lives, the 21st century, where food seems to be something to be consumed quickly, to perhaps a takeaway or something to stick in a microwave. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, because we live in a society where there isn't a lot of time, especially for working mothers, especially for midlife women with careers and with looking after elderly parents. And some women, and in fact a lot of women, are managing all three at the same time. You're going through menopause, you've got children, maybe teenage kids, maybe a little younger, even older, and then you're looking after your elderly parents. You've got a full-time job, part-time job, you're looking after your home, your partner, cleaning the home. All of these things take time, and the burden of most of that does arrive on our shoulders. However, I do feel that we have missed a trick by not allowing ourselves that time, perhaps to gather around a table like we used to. I know it might sound a little old-fashioned, but these are times when we can reconnect with our family, where we can have discourse, where we can find out about each other's day, where perhaps any problems of the day can be discussed, perhaps reconnect with each other, tell each other something that has happened that you've enjoyed of the day. And even beforehand, the possibility of being in the kitchen together, creating something nourishing, something wonderful, and something guilt-free. And I'm not saying that we have to be, the diet police here. This is not what I'm talking about when I'm saying guilt-free. I'm talking guilt-free from a point of view that we feel that we have been programmed to feel that food is a punishment, that if we eat, we are going to end up fat or unhealthy. So the best way of managing that is to find a delicious, healthy, nutritious meal that you can make for yourself, that you can make with your family and your partner and your children, whoever. Reconnect with that and remember that food is not something to be scared of, that in fact it is a wonderful provision that has been gifted to us. We have got the gift of taste and smell and texture, and all of those things actually add to our life and our enjoyment of life. So I thought today we would do a tapping ritual on the enjoyment of food and reclaiming our voice through food. So tap along with me now. Even though food became my voice when I couldn't use my own, I honour the part of me that tried to protect me. Even though I've used food to express what I wasn't allowed to say, I'm safe to heal myself now. Even though my voice went quiet for reasons that made sense at the time, I'm ready to reclaim it gently. There was a time I swallowed my words, and food filled the space where my voice should have been. My body remembers all of it. My body remembers every moment I didn't speak. feeling I pushed it down. But my voice isn't lost. It's here wanting space. I'm allowing it to return. Even though food sometimes pulls me out of the present, I honour the need underneath it. Even though eating became a pause button, I'm learning to pause with presence instead. Even though part of me escaped through food, I can return to my body safely. This pull away from the moment, this instinct to check out. Food became my doorway. But presence is available again. I can meet myself here. In this breath, in this body. My presence is strength, not danger. I'm safe to stay with myself. I'm safe to stay with myself. Even though I judge myself for using food the way I did, I offer compassion instead. Even though I blame myself for coping, I give myself permission to heal without punishment. Even though the old habits were survival, I choose compassionate permission moving forward. The self-judgment softening. This permission expanding. I don't need to fight myself anymore. This self-judgment softening. This permission expanding. I don't need to fight myself anymore. I can understand myself instead. Compassion helps me change. Permission helps me choose differently. I'm allowed to respond, not react. I'm allowed to heal. I'm allowed to heal. I'm allowed to heal. Watch the next video.